Well, howdy folks, welcome to Mower Mike's, and I suggest you strap in because this video is going to be quite a bit different than my other videos because we're going high tech. Yeah, very, very high tech for this lowbrow YouTube lawnmower channel because we're talking fuel injection. Specifically, what we're looking at here is the Kohler EFI. This is the big daddy. This is the ECH 980 and 997 cubic centimeter inch whatever engine. Very, very strong motor, 38 horse, and it is strapped on my Bandit SG40. This is a stump eating son of a bitch right here. But we're having some issues right now, and this Kohler is just running like crap, and I've narrowed it down to a fuel issue. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna walk through how this fuel system works. We're gonna walk through how to diagnose a bad fuel pump, how to replace a fuel pump, and some mistakes that I made in trying to find a cheap fuel pump answer. We're gonna show you some different models of fuel pump. Essentially, we're gonna make the best Kohler fuel pump video out there on the market. But before we start, let's see how she's running. Now, it is a little cold. It essentially, it'll kick over every now and then, but you can see it's just not getting the fuel. So let's go ahead and zoom in and do a little diagnosis. All right, first step, I'm going to just walk you through high level how the fuel system works on this Kohler because it is much more complicated than the carbureted Briggs I'm used to dealing with. All right, so we're gonna start with the fuel line. That's this guy here with the fuel filter on here, followed up here. And what's interesting about the Kohler, it has two fuel pumps. So this is a pickup fuel pump. This is actually a mechanical fuel pump that runs off your valves. So the valves go up and down and it actually makes a little pump. And so that sucks the gas out of the tank and then it pumps it down here, voila, to fuel pump number 2, which is usually an issue when it's not running well. So you can see right here, fuel pump number 2. What this is a high pressure fuel pump. So it takes the fuel in here and it's got 2 lines out. One line, this guy here, is just a breather tube, and we'll talk about that later. But the other line here goes all the way up, and that's the one that goes up here to your fuel injectors. So the first and best test for a fuel pump is a fuel pressure gauge. And I'll put an Amazon link down below, but these are super, super handy because this fuel pump, when it primes, it should be priming about 40 PSI. The way you do it, I've got the fuel pressure gauge hooked up here and we've got it spliced into the line. It comes with a little splicer there and it's hooked up to the fuel pressure. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn the key and we're gonna hear it prime. Look at that. Obviously, there's an issue. You can see we're getting maybe 2 to 3 pounds of fuel pressure in there, which is not what we're wanting. Another point is, this one's obvious, right? So we're not getting fuel pressure, but if it is more intermittent, what you can do, you can go ahead and run this while the engine is running. If you're getting a drop in horsepower randomly, and you can just watch it as you mow or you stump grind, whatever you're doing. All right, so that's test number 1. Obviously, we have an issue. So let's go to test number 2. Now we will move on to number 2. Looks like she's got an IV hooked up. Let me talk you through what is going on here. You've got to realize this fuel pump relies on several things to feed it fuel. It is not a gravity-fed fuel pump like in your Cub Cadet or whatever you got going on. It requires this fuel pump to feed it. Also, you've got fuel filters. You've got a couple other things that could go wrong, like the fuel sucker in the fuel tank. So what we want to do is that I have unhooked the fuel feeder line, which is, yeah, right there, back there. And I have clamped it off, and we've hooked another line to it. And I've got this really, really cool tool off Amazon. This is really built for carburetors. But you can see we put some gas in it, and it's got a little on-off valve. This is going to allow us to gravity feed it and see if she creates any more fuel pressure than before. Now for the test. I've been screwing with this thing. What I've done, I've gone ahead, it's got a little fuel valve there. I've turned it to the on position. I do have to warn you, if you do get this tool, and I'll put an Amazon link down below, when you turn it on first, like I did, you may get a vapor lock situation, meaning there's air in this hose and it wasn't allowing it to go down. So what I did, I unhooked it for a second, and you could see the fuel going everywhere. But it did actually get fuel down in the hose, so you can see right there, we do have fuel in the hose. So what my testaruski is gonna be is we're going to go ahead and turn the key, and when that turns, it should go ahead and prime it to, in theory, 40 PSI before it runs. So let's see what happens here. You can see we're barely just getting a few PSI on there. Yeah, so now we know the fuel pump is getting fuel fed to it for sure, because we could see it in the freaking tube. It is not creating any fuel pressure at all besides 2 to 3 pounds. So we know for sure this is a bad fuel pump, not creating enough fuel pressure. Now, if your engine is running really rich and it is running black smoke and you want to test if that is the fuel pump, what you can do, you can unhook this line here. This is a vent line that goes back to the gas tank. Now this line should not be shooting gas out. If you take that off and you put a little hose to it and put it in a clear jar and you see it shoving fuel back through it, that means your fuel pump is creating too much pressure and it's blowing gas where it shouldn't be. So that could be another issue. But for here, we're sure it is a fuel pump. I've said that before and been wrong. But what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna show you how to take this fuel pump off. It's super easy, and then we're gonna look at it on the bench. So stay with me. All right, now we finally get to remove the fuel pump. What you're gonna do first is remove the bolts. Now the bolts are 8mm, and there's 3 of them. There's one here. And don't lose your bolts. There's also one here and then one down here. Now, I do suggest to remove the bolts before you start screwing around with the electrical connection and the fuel connection, because it'll be much easier to screw with once you have the bolts off. Also, I do think it's a good idea to go ahead and put a clamp or something on that fuel line so you don't get fuel spilling everywhere. All right, we got the bolts off. Next, you just pull it off here. And you see now we've got really easy access. You can go ahead and unhook the electrical connection. To do that, you pull the little tab up, pull it off, and then you're gonna go ahead and take the lines off. Now this one here is the breather tube, and that one should come off pretty easily. Well, I just broke it off. Good thing we got a new fuel pump. All right, now that we've got the electrical connection off and we just broke off our vent line, next you're gonna have to take off the 2 fuel lines. This one here is the feed line. This one here is the one that goes to the fuel injectors. And this really is the hardest part, because from the factory, they had these little clamps on them and they are a booger bear to get off. Now the way I do it, I just get a pair of snips like so, and I go after the clamps and just start working on the little deals right here and just start cutting them. And once you cut this, then it should go ahead and pop off. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and take this sucker off and get it over to the bench. All right, well, we wrestled this little booger off the Kohler. What I wanna do next is go ahead and open her up and see what is inside this thing and what I believe is causing failure on these fuel pumps. Now these are cool. I don't think you're supposed to open them, but they've got little metal tabs right there that you can go around, pop off, and open her up. I have never seen any type of fuel pump like this. So, all right, I got the tabs off. I've gone ahead and got a little tray so I don't get my Raging Cajun flag too dirty, and open her up. Now, what you'll see inside of here is that this fuel pump actually, it has a little float. So when it feeds it from that initial pickup pump, it fills it up, and then you've got your electric pump. But the main culprit, which I think is the issue on these guys, is look right here. What you've got is a pickup tube filter that is just black and nasty. And I think this is probably the reason why I'm getting clogged up on my fuel pump. And I looked all over for a replacement of just the pickup, and I could not find it. I talked to the mower dealers. So essentially, there is no replacement for the pickup. So I was forced to buy the $350 Kohler fuel pump. Now, I know a lot of you, like myself, are like, I ain't buying that. I just buy stuff off Amazon. Well, I did that. And so what I've got here, I put the fuel pump number into Amazon, which is right here. So the fuel pump off the newer Kohler motors is this 2539319-S for the fuel pump module. And I got this guy. Now, there is a major issue. Oh, how about a little light? Now, there is a major issue with this one. If you'll see right here, look at the two electrical connectors. They are different, folks. And the electrical connector for that Kohler, I tried. It does not fit the $50 Amazon fuel pump. So I have to warn you, if you have this Kohler motor, I do not think this is gonna work. You can try to rig something up. In theory, if you got the electrical connection there, you can make it work. But if not, do what I did, and I could not find this fuel pump on Amazon, so I went and bought it from my local mower dealer, and it's a Relco pump, and it was over $350, but that is all the numbers right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and strap this on, and I'm not gonna bore you with putting it back on. It is very simple. You see 3 bolts here, hook up your connections, hook up your electrical, do that, and then you should be good to go, because I want to see how this sucker pumps and see if we're making fuel pressure again. So stay with me. All right, you see I got our new Kohler fuel pump all hooked up. We got her bolted in. Again, real quick, the line furthest out is going to be your intake line. That comes from the fuel tank with the fuel filter. The one closer in is going to be the one that goes to the fuel injectors, where I've got my pressure gauge hooked up, and then you've got your vent breather over there and your electrical connection. So I have not turned it on with the new fuel pump. So I'm really curious if we can make some fuel pressure. All right, so it's gonna take it a minute to prime because this thing has not run yet and is totally empty. Maybe I need to... Uh-oh, we got a little bit of fuel pressure going. Oh, we're already looking way better. Look at that. All right, you could tell now, before we only had 5 pounds PSI, now we're up to 30 to start. Look at that. See right there? All right. See, we have got major fuel pressure there, going good. That's awesome. All right. All right, you see right there, we're running right at 35 PSI. Folks, that is a major success. Now, you'll notice that you did hear it stumbling a bit. This engine is still running rich because it has an O2 sensor issue. So that'll be my next video. But here, this is awesome. It is working. Definitely make sure you get the right one. And with that, we're going to do the O2 sensor next, and then we're going to get her to grinding. So stay with me.